Yeah, and I'm back. It's Monday, 13th of May, 7 a.m. And listen, today we're going to be talking about the solar storms, more impending solar storms, Aurorus Borealis, if I'm saying that correctly. We're going to be talking a bit about sacred secretion, the power of fasting when the moon goes into your sun sign, which is about to happen to me today at 11:35 a.m. The moon enters Leo. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about, what are we going to be talking about? How to carry on navigating this system right now and what we're seeing and this Truman Show. Please like and subscribe. Stay connected. Stay open-minded. These are just my opinions from over a decade worth of research. Things like the pandemic, they caught up with people like me and you. They didn't awaken us. So we've been on this journey. So first and foremost, let me just say, from the 8th of May to the 10th of May, HAARP, which is a weapon. I want you to know it is a weapon. A lot of people are scared of nuclear weapons. Everyone's saying that nuclear weapons are the worst. Nostradamus predicted the real weapons are invisible weapons of war. Stuff like HAARP, which manipulate the weather, create the crazy clouds. Stuff like DARPA, stuff like earthquake weapons, mind control weapons, MK Ultra. So of course, nuclear weapons are crazy, but they're, if you ask me, on the surface, they're a much more simple weapon to deal with than, as I keep on mentioning, leave the world behind. There's going to be new technology, like when the noise happened and the boy's teeth came out and the whole of everyone had to cover their ears. So HAARP technology. This is a decade-old system, company, and technology. And on the 8th to the 10th, they did something. They sparked up something. And then what happened globally? The Northern Lights were seen across the world. Now, a lot of people, and I've seen people in the spiritual community, and I respect if this is your opinion, it's not mine, but I do respect if it's yours, believe that these are the Christ consciousness codes coming down from Jah, from God, from Archangel Michael. Believe that this is the activation of the 5D. It's a portal. Me, it's weather manipulation. It's an excuse for blackouts, communication problems, sat-nav, and satellite problems. I'm not saying that there can't be love and good things coming from this. I actually do believe I can definitely experience it. That week, the weekend I've just had, a lot of internal dirt that was stagnant and lodged and still in my life has come to the surface to be alchemized, to be transformed, to be looked at. So of course that could be an effect of this massive ray of sun corona mass energy coming to the planet. I believe it's a bit of both somehow. I believe they knew that it was going to come, so they've activated their HAARP, and they're going to try and take advantage of this powerful, powerful event, just like they did with the eclipse. So nothing is as it seems. I don't think it's all spiritual and airy-fairy. I personally believe, and some people think that I'm pessimistic and negative, but I personally believe everything that's happened since 2020, leading to 2030, Agenda 21, is all part of the plan. I don't personally believe it's all benevolent. I think we should be preparing ourselves every time we go shopping, buying some pasta, buying some water, buying some rice, buying some tin potatoes, buying some spam, just to prepare. Because wouldn't you rather be prepared instead of thinking you're all spiritual and you can just sing Hare Krishna and chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo or pray to God and miss all of the darkness which is going to come? Famine, shops closing down, mental health coming up to a massive level. So that's HAARP technology, and it's being said over the next few days, expect even more solar flares, more intense than what happened over the weekend. So that's going to be pretty big. So that's number one. That's my update on what's happening in the skies. Number two is sacred secretion, baby. Sacred secretion. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun. And I'm a Leo moon. That's the most I'll give you about my star signs for now. Now, some people can say that this is a new age psyop, and I'm actually here to say it could be, but I use it as an opportunity to develop myself, get in tune with my discipline, and to fucking fast, basically. So this is what's happening. At 11:35 a.m. this morning, the moon enters the constellation of Leo, and it leaves it at about 10:30 on Wednesday night, PM. Now, during this time, because I'm a Leo, the subtle auric body, my energy fields are vibrating in resonance with the constellation of Leo, which the sun has just entered right now, and it becomes more fine-tuned and powerful within my body. Now, if we fast, and it's called sacred secretion, if we fast during this time, this is what happens. If we fast, don't fucking have a wank and skeet it out on someone, don't have sex, don't drink alcohol. When we do this, and I've just suddenly had a thought, I was gonna go and meet one of my Buddhist friends after work at the beach for a beer. Now I'm gonna have to get an orange juice or something just to really protect what I'm about to explain to you. So because I'm a Leo and the moon has just entered the constellation of Leo, ooh, this car's coming. What's gonna happen? Apparently, and you can do your own research on this, in my pineal gland, there was an oil, there was a sacred secretion. And when the moon enters Leo, it actually activates within my third eye and it is actually released down my 33 vertebrates of my spine. Jesus died at 33. This is why they're saying it could be the Christ consciousness. This is what Jesus, Joshua, wanted us to become. Just like Shakyamuni Buddha in the Lotus Sutra. Yeah, the last sutra that Shakyamuni, you can hear his teachings. He basically said, I want you now to discard everything that you know. There is no external deity that's more powerful and all-knowing and judging you, you know, like a God or a Jesus. You are that deity. Christ consciousness is within you and you can activate it. But of course, Babylon, the Freemasons, and everyone and their dog have done everything to disconnect us from source, from soul, and from spirit, making us small, making us egoic, making us the little small self. So this is one way I believe, and I can feel it within my own life, and I've been doing it for over a year now. Once a month, we have an opportunity for 3 days, or it's more about 2.5 days, to participate in activating the DMT within the third eye and Christ, which resides within every atom of our body. So let me stop mumbling and tell you basically what happens. When the moon enters Leo at 11:35 a.m. today, my body will start on a very, very subtle level, I won't feel it, vibrating in resonance with the constellation of Leo, releasing the Christ oil in my third eye. It travels down the 33 vertebrates of my spine, and it travels down even more protected if I'm not eating food, if my body isn't processing loads of food, if I'm not having sex, if I'm not damaging it with alcohol, if I'm not watching the most trashiest, negative, anxious TV, so I'm keeping my vibration still, if I'm grounding, feet on the floor, feet on the grass or on the sand. It travels down my 33 vertebrates, it rests at the root. So this is now about 1.5 days in, it's traveling all the way down, and then it's basically nurtured in the root here, comes back up, and then it goes back through to the pineal gland, and it actually then starts to activate natural DMT. This is the sacred secretion. This is the so-called, one of the so-called secrets that they've hidden from us. Now, like I've said, I've had this conversation with people that I really respect in the truth community, and they haven't resonated. They've said, Indigo, you've fallen for a new age psyop, and I'm here to say I could have. But I'm here to also say, I resonate with it. So if you do resonate with it, please participate with me. Please do some research. Please look into it. I will tag under here another video explaining it in more detail. A guy that I know that actually helped me to understand it. I don't know him personally. And he can give you some more details. I'm not getting paid to promote him. I'm not getting paid to do any of this at this point. I'm just sharing my heart, opening it with you, and letting you know this is one of the greatest times ever. If you're experiencing density, little pockets of low vibration in your life, in your relationship, in your love, in your work, it's all going to get louder. It's all going to surface. But when you understand this, when you know that this is happening, you can rise above it. You can do something to keep your vibration high instead of being a victim to it and dropping in consciousness. I'm here to say, and this is my opinion, and it doesn't have to be yours, this is a very serious time to navigate, and they're going to really try and make it seem like it's all airy-fairy and spiritual and everything's amazing. I do believe love is one. I do believe that we incarnated to make a change and to participate in the greatest shift in humanity ever. But I do believe that we're frontline warriors, and it had to be lifetimes of training for us to get here. And I don't believe it's going to be as simple as a night sky, which is beautiful, which is going to give us Christ conscious downloads, and no one's even doing the work. No one's even fasting. No one's even trying to, you know, people out here eating processed food, cheating on their boyfriend, doing a yoga class, suddenly thinking they're going to ascend. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. I'm just sharing my heart with you. So there we have it. Monday. I kind of dread Monday. I'm like, oh, I can feel the whole weight of the week in front of me, but I'm trying to change that perspective right now. I'm just happy to be present. In Buddhism, there's a beautiful saying, just one day of life is worth more than 10 million roi of gold. Roi was a metric of a unit in measuring money in old school Japan. One day of life is more precious than 10 million roi of gold, or all of the treasures of the cosmos. That's how important life is. If someone that you know has died, wouldn't you do everything just to have 5 minutes with them? But yet we squander the day away. Oh, I can't wait for Wednesday so that I'm past the hump of the week. Listen, stay sharp. As you may have seen in one of my other videos, we've got false religions everywhere, run by Freemasons trying to distract us. Find your truth, ground yourself, and love yourself. And as I always say, man, don't try to save the world until you try saving your mum, your brother, your next door neighbor, the homeless man down the street. Big love and blessings. Stay grounded. Happy fasting.